Hi, welcome back. This is your tarot reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for July 2026. Okay, let's have a quick look to see what your past has been like. All right, we got the Sun. That's great. So obviously, there's been good things happening in your life, either in the form of abundance, of happiness, joy, warmth. Could even represent new birth, a child. Um, but yeah, everything is going really well, and that's a major arcana card, which means it was a life lesson that you needed to learn. Maybe let go of the negative way of looking at things. Okay. The first 2 weeks of July, what do we have in store? So the first card is the Two of Cups, and that is all about, a partnership of some sort, usually romantic in nature, but not always. It's almost like a first crush sort of thing. Then we have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is, their pages are messengers. This one here specifically is about creativity, new projects, new ideas, um, very, very curious in nature. Okay. Very passionate, very fiery. So you get the age group I think of when I hear page is the teenagers, right? So they have that fire, that exuberance, but there's also the naivety that's associated with them. So they think they know it all, but not necessarily true. Lastly, we have the hangman, and the hangman is about looking at things from a different perspective. So you can see that she's in a yoga pose, right? Aerial yoga. So the hangman, you're not tied to anything. You're still able to get out of it, but it allows you to look at things differently. So what's the first 2 weeks of July trying to let us know? Um, well, let's see. There's definitely some kind of a partnership that's happening, and I'm trying to figure out if it's more work related or romantic. Um, because next we have the creativity. It could go either way, to be quite honest. So you're starting a new relationship of sorts, and it's very creative, or you guys are finding things that you both like that are creative in nature and sparking things for you guys. So things are going really well, but it also allows you to look at the relationship, your partner, from a different perspective, okay? From a different angle. So not everything is identical. And so you need to appreciate the things that are and aren't. So that's the way I see it going. And again, that could be romantic, but that could also be work related, right? So if you have a partner at work that you're working on a project together, so new ideas, new projects, um, you might want to look at things from their angle as well and not just yours. So that's what's happening the first 2 weeks of July. It's kind of a flip you upside down for a brief moment just to see things differently. All right, the last 2 weeks of July, we have the Queen of Swords. Now she's very blunt. She's very straightforward. She doesn't like political talk. She wants straight answers, especially if she's asking you a question. All right, she is an air element sign, very intellectual. Yeah, very, very smart. Okay, this is now your third major arcana. So 1, 2, and 3. The Hermit. The Hermit is about, you've traveled a long path to get to where you are. You worked very hard, and now it's time to take a break. You need the rest, you need the reflection, you kind of need the isolation. And, while you're in that isolation period, you're going to go through things and debate, whether or not, did I do this right? Or is this good for me? Isn't it? So that when you come back out of that hibernation mode, you're going to do it slowly, by the way. And you're going to take step by step to, analyze things and put things in the perspective and put things in the place where they need to be, because you figure that out during your isolation period. Okay, and lastly, we have the Five of Wands, and that is a card of conflicts. So there is something that's going on around you that you'll be involved in conflict with others. Could be friends, could be coworkers, could be family members, who knows? Okay, so the last 2 weeks. So what I'm seeing here, you know, swords is also an element. It also represents truth, right, and judgment. So what I'm seeing here is there's some kind of truth that's being revealed to the queen, or you're trying to figure out some truth. Something is going on where truth will be revealed. And at that point, it's going to make you go into an isolation period simply because it's something that you didn't expect to come out or to find out. And at that point, you're going to need to do some self-reflection to figure out what works for you. When you finally decide to come out of that hibernation period, there's some conflict that's going to happen. And that's simply because you know what you want now, and you're kind of carrying that out. And there's going to be others that are maybe going to try to stop it or get in the way. So that's where the conflict is going to come in. Yeah, it looks like July has, some events happening for you, some karmic lessons, right? Some truths being revealed, but that's okay. That's all part of life's journey. Again, this is a general collective reading. So, let me know what resonates with you in the comment section. Don't forget to hit the like button and share. And until next month, shine your light.